I saw this Radio Time article that said Saltburn fans meet the original homoerotic con artist in handsome Netflix series. I'm sorry to put you through this, but Oliver and Ripley, who will you pick?
I'll pick.
It's very easy. From the way our voice sounds, you know that we both love a series so much. So we're just going to jump right into it and just rate Ripley. Before going into the review, how would you rate Ripley?
5 out of 5. I don't want to hear any bad word. Honestly, I don't want to hear any complaints. This thriller series is a masterpiece. I enjoyed every bit of it. Every bit of it.
5 stars. I love Ripley so much. It's such a nice series. It is a complete masterpiece that I could not just get enough of it. I was just binge watching it. My eyes could not just leave my screen. They did, but at the same time, I wanted to go back to it.
I devoured this series. Like, I really appreciate series like this. It's set in the 1960s. The series opens with this man dragging a dead body down a flight of stairs, and we are taken back to 6 months before this event, and we see this guy Thomas Ripley, who is this low budget con artist, living in this rundown apartment and trying to just scam people of their money any way he can. But then he's down on his luck. Things are not really going well for him, and you can just see from his face. You don't really have to say a lot of him. You can just see from his face that this man is just angry at life. Like, things are not going well for him. But his luck turns around when he's met by this private investigator. He came up to him in a bar and said, "Oh, you're a hard man to find, Ripley." And Ripley's like, "Okay, who are you?"
So he's sent by this man called Albert Greenleaf. Greenleaf is a shipbuilder, and Albert thinks that his son, who is abroad, Richard, but you can call him Dickie, his friends call him Dickie, is friends with Thomas Ripley. So his son, Richard, or Dickie, has been abroad. He has been in Italy for years, supposedly painting and writing.
Yeah.
And he has not come home for really 4 years now. So he wants to hire Thomas to go all the way to Italy to convince his child.
All expense paid trip.
Yeah, to convince his child to come back home. Of course, Thomas decided, oh, he saw this opportunity and of course I'm going to take it.
Who would say no to that?
Come on, that is just his first step into this life of deceit. Although he's already deceiving people already in Italy, deceit and murder. When he arrives in Italy, he meets Dickie. They are not really friends like that. They've met before, but when he got here, they became really close friends. He met Dickie's girlfriend, and Thomas cannot just let go of his life in Italy here, and he has to hold on to it by any means necessary. This is an 8-part series, and it's based on Patricia Highsmith's 1955 crime novel, The Talented Mr. Ripley, and it's starring Andrew Scott, has Tom Ripley.
The talented Dakota Fanning is playing Marge in this series as well.
Yeah, and we have Johnny Flynn playing Dickie in this series.
I love the plot so much. I've not read the book, Bummer. I just really like the plot of this from the beginning to the end. They're not the old moments at all. A lot of people don't like, they will not like that, oh, it's purely black and white. But I feel like that even added grandeur, and the city where it's set. So there is this grandeur to everything. I was so jealous of it. Although it's a crime thriller, but I was just kind of jealous of their life, that they get to live this life. And Thomas Ripley is an annoying man, but it's hard to not like him.
Is it? Are you sure?
I hate him though. I hate him.
We'll talk about that one. First thing, when I saw the trailer, I saw it was in black and white. I said this would be one kind of pretentious, silly trailer that will not. Yeah, that's what I thought. I did not want to watch this series. I said it's going to be a trailer, so I hope it's going to be entertaining. I said it was based on a book, and this book has been adapted to different works, and I'm like, is it going to be nice? Then I started watching this series, and I was hooked. The series is written so well that it hooks you from the first episode. Not a lot of words said there, but you can see this man is not really enjoying his life as much as he would want to, or the life that he thinks he deserves. Just the first episode alone, not a lot happened there, but you're already hooked. You want to see his journey in Italy, and it was just mind-blowing. I appreciate this series so much. It's a masterpiece. It's a work of art. There's no reason why anybody will not like this series. And the character, when you said he is likable, like who will not like Ripley?
It's hard to hate Ripley. I don't think it has anything to do with the actor Scott, but he's just, I don't like him, but at the same time, the actor's doing a very good job playing him.
I saw one article, I can't remember which of the article, like, how is it possible that Dickie liked this version? They were not bashing Andrew Scott's portrayal of the character, but like, this character is so vague, so quiet, like, it's just not someone that people usually like. But so how will you say, oh, Dickie likes this man so much? I think it's funny. I think when he was close to Dickie, he did a lot of pretending, so Dickie was like, he knew the right things to tell Dickie.
I don't think Richard Greenleaf here, the boy that Ripley went to convince, I don't think Dickie liked Thomas Ripley, in my opinion. How he was portraying in the movie. I think that Dickie was just a very nice person. He found it hard to tell people off. Yeah. To tell people no.
That's why he had this relationship with Marge going on.
Yeah, no, he liked Marge.
He liked Marge. He said I think he liked her more as a friend, not that he was so in love with her. And I read somewhere that in the book their relationship was not defined and they were just together.
In my opinion, he loved Marge. Even when Thomas was having opinions about them buying a fridge, and when you buy a fridge, then you buy this.
Also, Thomas asked him. He said, "You don't hurt your friends." That's why I feel like he did not really love Marge. So he was just with her that because this has been there with me and we're really tight right now. We're close.
I think Thomas really liked Marge. Like there was something going on there between them. It might not have been perfect, but I think Thomas liked her. And the fact that it's on this adventure and she's just such a great girl. She's not criticizing him. She's just there for him. But I think they liked each other. But for Thomas and Dickie's relationship, I think that Thomas did not like Dickie.
I don't think so too.
He just accepted Dickie for who he is. Okay. And he's just really this free spirit person and he's very kind.
Yeah. And he just found it funny also that his father actually paid this man to come and convince him.
Yeah, he's just a very simple person. Like he's one of those people that are just too good. Their childlike spirit is just too good to be on this earth because people will manipulate you, people will use you, people will deceive you. So that's who I just saw Dickie as, and I really like Dickie's character.
I like him. I think he and father has struggles with their own relationship. Yeah. The father doesn't really support his passion like that. So I could guess what Dickie was going through. I understood Dickie a lot, and I agree that he not really like Thomas. Like I think I'll be more of Marge, if not worse. I think I'll be worse than Marge with the way I see the replay. I'm like, I don't really like this man.
That's why I like Marge a lot. And I think Dakota Fanning played that role very well. I think I am definitely going to act like her. Because there's so much you can do. Because there are a lot of people that are like Richard on this earth, honestly. Yeah. You tell this person that you're too good, people are going to use you. And at the same time, you do not want to murder anybody. You don't want to be anybody's mommy, telling them, oh, no, this like this. No, nobody really wants that in their life. People just want to just tell them what you can tell them. Then move on with your life. I'll act like Marge. I'll tell you that this person makes no sense. This person is a user. Then it's up to you to remove them from your life.
Marge did her best. Kudos to everybody who played in this. Everybody was just so natural. It was nice. Ripley is a very complicated character to understand, and you want to give him an excuse. What excuse do you give to Ripley that okay, this is why he's acting this way?
We don't really get a lot, but the other time they said he was an orphan. He was so in love with this artist work. His story was going side by side with the artist.
I love when they explored his fear for water. He was afraid of water, but at the same time, he was not really scared of or shying away from the. But when he got to Italy, when Dickie was like, come and join us and swim, that he just looked at the water because they said his parents died drowning in accidents, and I'm like, that is sad. Like, this is a very sad person, and I will understand why he wanted to stay.
And Andrew Scott also revealed that Ripley was a hard character to play, and I agree because he really has to show all the emotions. There really not a lot of talking, but he's very big and very silly. He's a con artist, so he weaves into different characters.
Andrew Scott is such a good actor, and it's just funny to me that a lot of people, I saw a lot of comments too that said they could not go through with this because of that beautiful cinematography. This film was shot in black and white, like what you mentioned earlier. For that reason alone, some of you refuse to watch this series, and I want to tell you that people are missing out.
You are missing out on a good thriller. I will not lie that when I started the series, I was not like, okay, I need some color. It's 1960s now, not so far apart from time that color TV came. But at the same time, after that first episode, or even halfway through the episode, I already forgot about the color. I'm interested in what Ripley is doing. This shitty apartment he's living in, and how his luck's about to turn around.
I admit that I did not say I will not pull through with the series, but I did say I want to see colors in this series. This series looks so beautiful, and I really, really want to see beautiful colors in the series. And the director even said that his inspiration behind using black and white to shoot this film is because of his copy of the book, The Talented Mr. Ripley. He had this black and white picture photograph in front of the cover of the book. So that's when he knew that, okay, he wanted to shoot it in black and white. And I think it was a brilliant idea, and it's a very beautiful series to look at. Every picture, like every single frame is telling you something. Every frame in this person's face, like the hotel attendants, their face, I always want to know what was going on in their mind because they knew a lot.
I liked how they used a lot of people, because these hotel attendants, there are a lot of people that they see every day. Yeah. So they have a lot of story behind their eyes. They can understand their guests. Yeah. Then the cats, that's
the only place anywhere we got color was from the cat's paw print of blood, and just a few seconds in episode 5.
Yeah. So just really use a lot of elements to tell stories that, okay, when we say, oh, if the walls could talk, if a lot of things could talk, I like this series. I will open to a season 2, although I'm not putting my hopes up, because the producer, when asked about the possibility of a second season, Zillian said that I think it's certainly possible. We have the rights to all the books, so we could do it. I'll need a break, but I think he's a good enough character that you could do more. I think he's a good enough character that you could do more. But now that they're saying, oh, you need a break, I'm
it took him 5 years to do this series. Even Scott also, like, they need a break. Maybe when they're taking pina coladas, and they can talk about doing a new one, but they need like a break first of all. I will be excited to see season 2, but I will not be pissed if this is the end of it. I love it so much that I don't want any sequel or any continuation to spoil this beautiful story for me.
Maybe if more people watch this, Netflix will renew for a season 2.
I hope a lot of people watch it because this is really good. I don't put my hopes up.
I don't put my hopes up because it's such a good series. And
before we go, before we end this scene, I saw this Radio Time article that said Saltburn fans meet the original homoerotic con artist in handsome Netflix series. So this is Eat the Rich series. Like we had Oliver's character in Saltburn. What do you think about comparing Oliver to Ripley? I think Ripley is such a different character and it was such a different time.
I won't really say it's such a different character. The characters are similar. I know it's a different time, so Ripley could get away with a lot that Oliver will only wish for and dream of. Honestly, but I think that the characters are a lot alike because Oliver is also a very quiet person that just observing people.
But Oliver did not need to do this. Ripley, he needed this lifestyle. He saw an opportunity that was really good for him and he needed to do it anyway, and he was already doing it. But I feel like Oliver's own was madness.
So I think they are cut from the same cloth, just that Ripley is such a messy con artist. So
I'm sorry to put you through this, but Oliver and Ripley, who will you pick?
I'll pick Ripley, please.
So you agree with Radio Times when they said move over Saltburn, the original homoerotic con artist is back in town and he will possess luxury at any cost.
I'll pick Ripley.
I will pick Ripley, honestly. So he did some kind of questionable things, but it was not as disgusting. And
I think for everything he did, it was worth it. And he was messy and smart at the same time.
I forgot to mention that I like how this character was so imperfect. Ripley was so imperfect that you are worried that will he get caught? When you film side and he was dragging dead body, like, why is this person dragging a dead body from this long flights of stairs down? That staircase scene was very intense, and also the boat scene, no spoilers, but the boat scene, the staircase scene, in fact most of the scenes are very intense and there were not too much lines. You just saw from his facial expression, you're watching this character struggle. I like how you did not need too much words to tell you that this is crazy. Everybody needs to see Ripley.
Please, I can kneel down and beg you. Seriously, even if you're a fan of thriller, you're a fan of good movies. 10 over 5, 1,000 over 5. I really like the series. If you liked Ripley, go up in the comment section. Go up to hear your take on this.
Yeah, if you don't like it, tell us too why you didn't watch it or why you don't like it.
Yeah,
we'll love to hear it.
Until next time, do take care of yourself.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.